Hello everyone. First of all, thanks for watching this video. I have decided to run a channel with the main focus being on metaphysical aspects of this reality. Also, I will address everything that you should know, but haven't been shown due to the lifelong programming by the society. I don't want to reveal my full identity, and I hope that you're fine with that. Now, as you've seen in the title, this video is about psychedelic substances, and I will give you a full explanation to what they are and why do they have the effect that they do. To cover the basics first, from a physical standpoint, most psychedelics restrict blood flow to the default mode network of your brain. This network is responsible for self-thought and a lot of things that you attach to yourself. Due to this, a lot of people report having ego deaths on psychedelics. But of course, this can't all be the work of a physical network of neurons, which somehow produce consciousness, a subject that even leading neurologists don't understand. Psychedelics are something much greater. I have personally been contacted by what Terence McKenna would describe as machine elves. Psychedelics open up our consciousness to a much higher state of awareness. The brain, which filters our sensory input, gets diminished, leaving us with a brief contact with other dimensions and entities. I will play you a clip where David Icke describes his contact with a DMT entity.
Saying, there's only one thing you really need to know. Infinite love is the only truth. Everything else is illusion. And in my mind, I went to say everything, and I got halfway through it said, everything else is illusion. Because what it was saying was, the only truth is the existence of this infinite one consciousness, which is all loving, all knowing, all wise, the harmonious amalgamation of all.
God is not a human being with special abilities. God doesn't have gender. God is not a form of any biological organism. God is simply love, and love is the only truth that exists and creates this reality. Everything you see is just a diversification of the source consciousness. When you take psychedelics, you become aligned to the love energy, which some describe as God. You also tap into this energy while having sex and sharing loving connection with other people. Those states can also be reached with meditation practices. Psychedelics in the form of plants are the best for consumption due to plants being teachers. Many describe a mushroom trip to be out of the control and led by something else, as opposed to LSD, in which they're in control of the trip and steering it with their own intent. Most contacts with entities happen on drugs like mushrooms, ayahuasca, peyote, and others. There was an interesting group of people called Gnostics which thought that the biblical God is evil and that he wants to keep knowledge from humanity. They refer to him as the demiurge. The serpent in the Garden of Eden was good and wanted to make humans have knowledge of good and evil, thus letting them eat from the tree. But Gnostic drawings show that they interpreted the tree of life as a mushroom, Amanita muscaria, which is a strong visionary psychedelic. Psychedelics simply change your perception in a way from which you can learn something. This life is just a love training ground. Everyone is a fragment of the source consciousness, and the purpose is to expand the perception of the source. To have a proper psychedelic trip, you have to take a decent amount of the substance to the point where you can't resist it and are forced to surrender to it. The fact that alcohol and tobacco, illegal drugs and psychedelics and marijuana are prohibited shows that we live in a primitive society full of superstitious, stigmatizing people. I hope you deemed this video worth watching. Please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. I will continue making videos about my contacts with machine elves and the truth about the hierarchy of this world which little people have knowledge about. See you soon.